I'm not going to sing the song about Vince McMahon and the big sweaty men. I'm not going to push King Ross any further up the iTunes chart. I'm not doing it. But the point stands, for a long time, WWE was a land of giants. Meaty statues, sinewy gods, oily Adonises, throbbing dudes with attitude, 300 pounds of chicken fillets squeezed into 200-pound bags, huge, glistening, gorgeous. Sorry, it's easy to get carried away by these guys because they're so f***ing big, am I right, ladies? Here come the girls. Sorry, back in the day, to make it in the wrestling industry meant looking a certain way. That's still somewhat true today, and in order to make it, some people will put their bodies through absolute hell. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com. Here are the 10 most radical body transformations in wrestling. Number 10, Ric Flair. We all know the nature boy Ric Flair, the man who pretty much was the NWA Heavyweight Championship in the 80s. Part of Flair's appeal lay in his outstanding performances, athletic marathons, maintaining a high work rate sometimes for up to an hour. A lot of that was down to his size, which was muscular but lithe. However, when the future two-time Hall of Famer started out in the biz, he looked like this. More like thick Flair guitar solo. He was a goddamn 300-pounder, but after a plane crash that broke Flair's back, it became necessary for him to carry less weight around. From that point, Flair knew if he couldn't be the biggest, he had to be the best. And he was. He really was. Number 9, Rikishi, performing an anti-Ric Flair. Now, everyone knows what Rikishi looks like. A near sumo-sized performer with surprising agility for a man his size and an unsurprising giant f***ing ass for a man his size. A big body part was a founding stone of Rikishi's gimmick, and I'm not joking, he got into the Hall of Fame by wiggling his bottom in people's faces. It's a prestigious hall. However, when you look at Fatu from the Head Shrinkers, well, shrink is the appropriate term. Fatu was a mere slip of a thing compared to the mighty Quiche. I mean, look at Fatu's ass. You'll never get a Hall of Fame ring with a ring that size, kid. See, we joke, but unfortunately, Rikishi's rapidly increasing weight went on to become such an issue that he was eventually fired from WWE, but still packing on the pounds ultimately saw him reach unparalleled success. Number 8, Brian Cage. He's not a man, he's a machine, and that machine is made from 65 men who've all had their muscles removed and taped together to make one man, and that man is Brian Cage, and he's a machine. Basically, what the f*** is that? That's not what people are. However, what you may not know about Brian Cage is that until 2013, he was a near cruiserweight, including a brief stretch from 2008 to 2009 when he was in WWE development. Cage is near unrecognizable from his past self after a burgeoning interest in bodybuilding gave him a burgeoning physique. Is that body all natural? I really don't want to say, but that kind of size in just a few years, my God, my dear sweet Lord. Number 7, Eddie Guerrero. Now this entry is tinged with sadness because when you consider that Eddie Guerrero died of heart failure, it becomes impossible not to associate that with the fact that over the course of his rise to the main event, he went from looking like this to looking like this. That is a sobering amount of gain. Eddie always had a good physique, don't get me wrong, but when you compare the amount of mass he was carrying around as 1/4 of the Radicals compared to his main event run when he looks, quote, more like a main eventer, then the two men become nearly unrecognizable. Number 6, Chyna. Well, we've used the term unrecognizable, but that's most appropriate when it comes to Chyna. The 9th wonder of the world first appeared in WWE looking like this, and here she is a few years later. When she started out, her more traditionally masculine frame and jawline helped her get over as a monster novelty heel. However, as Chyna became more and more popular, the pressure was there for her to, while retaining the essence of her powerful frame, achieve a more traditionally feminine look. This meant significantly slimming down her upper body as well as a number of surgeries, including restructuring and reducing her jaw and adding breast implants. The change was startling, and judging from a best-selling Playboy, a big financial success for the 9th wonder. Number 5, Jinder Mahal. Now, right? Look, it's not up to me to speculate on who in the wrestling industry is using performance-enhancing drugs. Everyone's biology is different, and it's a dick move to dismiss genuine hard work and dedication for the easy laugh of look, he's on roids. But I mean, right? Like, come on now. Jinder Mahal used to look like a slim sock full of yogurt, and now he's Maharaj-jacked. Look at all those bumps. Where did those bumps come from, Jinder? It's a mental change, which Mahal attributes in interviews to a radical shift in diet, becoming straight edge, and Olympic levels of gym work. And you know what? Screw it. The dude shredded his way to the WWE Championship. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. Number 4, Triple H. This guy less so. Let's play the side-by-side game now, kids. Blue Blood, the game. Helmsley, Triple H, neat and tidy, Muscle Beach lunacy. There's no doubt that with the giant amount of mass Hunter Hursley Helmsley H strapped on, especially to those side muscles just under the shoulder, I don't know what muscles are called, obviously, look at me. There's no doubt that Wide Trips looked a lot more like a world champion. Did he do it all by taking his vitamins and saying his prayers? Triple H has made no secret of the fact that he's a gym freak, with him uploading numerous late night sessions to social media. All I'm saying is he had a lot of human growth, and maybe that's attributed to some kind of hormone. Who knows? Not me. Not me for legal reasons. Number 3, The Big Show. The Big Show's physique has really been a roller coaster over the year. He's gone from the Big Show to the bigger show to the uncomfortably big show to the biggest show that's ever lived to the trim show to a photo he uploaded to social media in which he's the holy you're shredded show. The world's largest athlete has been with WWE for nearly 20 years, and amazingly, he's in pretty much the best shape of his career this year. This, the most recent of those 20 years. While Show's weight has been a problem for him at points, at one stage getting him sent down to developmental, on multiple occasions he's managed to return and completely transform himself. Number 2, Hulk Hogan. Most of these entries are about someone getting a lot bigger. Not this one though. When you ask a muggle to picture a wrestler, a lot of them will still conjure an image of Hulk Hogan ripping his shirt open to reveal a gigantic frame. Now, I feel legally confident in saying that the Hulkster partook in the occasional naughty vitamin. I feel like that's fair. So much so that after the steroid scandal rocked the national press, Hulk Hogan torpedoed his own credibility after saying he never took roids on the Arsenio Hall show, and it forced him to take a leave of absence from WWE owing to public scrutiny. Hogan left looking like this, he returned looking like this. In fact, Vince's entire main event scene went on something of a crash diet in the early 90s, slimming down to the au naturel look. Hogan was still in great shape for sure, it's just that shape was a lot slimmer after he came off the juice. And number 1, Scott Steiner. I mean, oh my god. Freakzilla indeed. Once upon a time, the Steiner brothers looked like this. All the muscles in the world, yes, but with an amateur quickness and dexterous mobility. Then, over the course of a heel turn and late 90s WCW devolving into hot garbage, Scott Steiner slowly inflated to this. What in God's name are those? What are those bits? How do those things even exist? Stein has always denied using illegal substances to make his radical shift in physique, and Christ, if you want to argue with him, you go right ahead, but it would be fair to say that Big Poppa Pump's nimbleness did take a tumble when he inflated to the size of a small city. Dear God. And that's our list. Did we miss any out? Tell us about it in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter here. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and I'll see you soon.